Hello all, I hope this finds you well. My name is Russ Council, and my wife and I have been members of Sunrise for almost 10 years. I'm also a member of the Finance Committee, and I'm here today on behalf of the 2021 Giving Campaign. It's always delicate talking to people about giving money. That's especially true in 2020. I understand the uncertainty, as does the Finance Committee and the leadership here at Sunrise. I'll simply say the need for Sunrise is real. Our budget is tight and every dollar helps. I've been asked to speak about why we give. I don't want to be holier than thou, but I believe it's what God expects from us. In the all-church study, The Walk by Adam Hamilton, chapter 4 is about giving, and there are many great scriptures throughout the chapter. I'm going to read from the one that really speaks to me, and it's from Matthew 6. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. I just think it's a very powerful scripture. From the Old Testament, we can learn that a tithe is 10%. I believe that that's the expectation. I encourage everybody to run the calculation, know where you are, and as possible, work to increase if it's possible. I had the good fortune of being raised by two wonderful parents. They were tremendous role models in giving. My dad passed away many years ago, but my mom is still a shining example in that way. I'd like to share a memorable story. April 19th, 1995. That's the day the world changed for Oklahoma City. Before 9/11, before Columbine, before Las Vegas, before any of the senseless tragedies, there was Oklahoma City. I'm really proud of how my city, my hometown, responded to that terrible event. Immediately, the community bonded and came together. First, they rescued each other, then they comforted, and then they grieved together. Then they rolled up their sleeves and they rebuilt and they revitalized downtown. My parents were part of that. At the time, they were attending St. Paul's Episcopal Cathedral. It was 2 blocks from the bomb site, roughly 2 o'clock position. The roof rose and fell, and trembled, and miraculously didn't fall. Nearly all buildings that were within a mile or two of the blast were damaged, many of them significantly. The damage at St. Paul's was significant. Similar to what Sunrise did last summer for the air movers, St. Paul's began a fundraising drive for the repairs. One of their first stops was my parents. My mom and dad prayed about it, talked about it, and prayed about it some more before they met with the committee. When it came time to commit, my dad looked at my mom and said, "What do you think?" She held up 5 fingers, meaning $5,000. My dad said, "I agree," from both of us. I'm sure that they had settled on $5,000 ahead of time, and my dad doubled it on the spot. That's the man I try to emulate. And for the record, he was raised a Methodist before he married an Episcopalian. As Paul Harvey would say, and now for the rest of the story. My dad died on January 2nd, 1996, less than 8 months after the bomb. His funeral had to be in the fellowship hall because the church was still unsafe, but the repairs were well underway. I've been talking a lot about why I give, why Jody and I give. Let me bring it home here with some specific reasons about why we give to Sunrise. It can be summed up with 3 P's and an M. The first P is preschool. All 3 of our boys had wonderful experiences through Sunrise Preschool. Jody ended up teaching there, and it's just a great place. It's a great preschool. The people of Sunrise. We joined Sunrise because we had friends here, and we've only made many, many more friends. The third P is for the pastors. Whether Matt's giving the message from the roof or Olin's peering at us over his glasses, it almost always hits me right in the heart. The M is music. From Build Your Kingdom here to the old church choir and all the Christmas music and flying away together in 2020, we just love the music. Thank you for your time. As you are able, please respond to the 2021 giving campaign. God bless.